Hello there, everyone. It is Justin, your Eagle Skipper, here with episode 9 of Journey to the Top, here with Darlington FC. Sorry for the lack of videos over the past week. I am in graduate school, and as it is the end of the semester, I have spent the past 5 days doing nothing but writing papers. But I am back here, able to record some Football Manager, so let's see what has happened in the time since you were last with us. Last time you were here, we lost 3-2 in extra time against Chesterfield, and we've had a very boom or bust form since that game. First, we lost 2-1 against Boston United, followed that up with 2 more draws at home against Farsley and Chester, had a 3-2 away from home win against York, then a 2-0 win against Leamington, 2-2 draw against Hereford, 2 more losses against Gateshead and Curzon Ashton. Curzon Ashton are near the bottom of the league, and so losing 3-0 at home was particularly embarrassing. And then we had a 2-1 win in our most recent game against Guiseley, which I told you I would be coming back for in this video, but I just completely spaced out and accidentally played the game. So instead, I'm going to be showing you the next game against Kettering, who are currently 6th in the Vanarama National League North. If we look at the table, we are 6 points outside of the playoffs. Other bits of news since you were last with us: we were able to sign Dan Seaborn to replace Nicky Hunt, who is out for the rest of the season with his injury. We tried to ease Seaborn in so that he wouldn't get injured himself, and in the first game after he joined the club, Max Broughton got injured, and he was just able to come back for the most recent match against Guiseley. And so because of that, we went ahead and bought Kyle Hayde in on loan. It was a rash decision. We're having to pay £120 a week to keep him here, but he's provided decent cover in that time considering he's only 19 years old. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the team that we're going to be having face Kettering in this match. We're going to be sticking with Bywater in goal, a back four of Kenyon, Nuloni, Hayde, with Broughton and Undunson rounding out the back. In midfield, we have Bird and Hatfield. Ahead of them, we're going to have Ngunbi and Carvalho, with Charman and Kumwinda leading the way. This formation has led to us increasing the number of goals we've scored over the past few games, but we've also let in more goals since then. I'm sticking with it for the time being because Charman and Ngunbi on this side really tend to link up well, and Kumwinda has been in poor form recently, hasn't scored in a few games. Let's just criticize his recent form, tell him to pick it up in the next few matches. That raises his morale. Hopefully that will lead him to score in this one. Let's get into the match. Let's see what I can do to pump our players up and tell them that we need to do good. I'm going to put my hands on the hips and tell them that I expect a win and that I have faith in them. And that gets some of them motivated, and that's really all I can ask for. The dressing room has not turned against me, but they're not responding to my talks as well as I would like. So let's hope they can turn it around in this one. Immediately they're in on the attack, but we're able to sneak it away and then have an absolutely poor bit of play, and DeCary Sheriff scores after our players tackle themselves. That was horrible. That is not the way we need to be playing if we want to sneak into the playoffs. Let's see what we can do. Undunson has a throw-in, finds Carvalho, who puts it, and Undunson puts it back into play, but they clear it out, and Hatfield chases it down at the halfway point, and Hayde puts it up trying to find Charman, but they are able to steal it. Charman gets it off of their feet, and Ngumbi somehow able to sneak it in to Charman, and Carvalho hits the post on a huge hit from the outside. Let's see if we can do something or anything with their free kick, and that's Haid with the poor bit of play from the youngster. I'm going to shout at him because that is inexcusable. Inexcusable bit of play that fired him up. Let me just berate everybody for a minute because they are performing absolutely terribly. Yes, I can see you're frustrated, Ngunbi, but you guys really need to be doing more at this point. Okay, Haid, you're off. That is the third goal that you have personally let in. We just can't have it. We just cannot have that. I'm sorry for the lack of commentary. I just am absolutely appalled. I'm going to thrash my arms, tell him I am far from pleased. Get back out there and show me something else. Bywater takes the goal kick, wanting to find Bird. Didn't get it anywhere near them, and Kettering is on the attack once again, carving us apart like we are a turkey. I'm just absolutely appalled. I don't even know what to say, what to do, other than different. Because this more of the same is not what we want to see. But Kenyon is able to find Ngumbi, who tucks it away. That's his fourth goal in the last 3 matches. If nothing else, Ngumbi is not the reason we are behind in this match, or the reason that we are behind and having some poor form. Carvalho, on the other hand, is really struggling. I'm going to bring Campbell on. Sousa had a bit of an injury scare recently, and Bywater's also playing particularly poorly. I'm going to let this highlight play out and try to see if I can encourage the team a bit more. Campbell tries to feed through Kumwenda, but did not see where he was and instead gave it away poorly. And their keeper wants to find somebody. Kumwenda is able to hold it down but can't keep a hold of it. And that is the last poor play from Undunsen for this game. He's going to be coming off at the next stop, and that unfortunately is our third change of the game. Ugh. Apparently Bywater got his fingertips to it. I didn't really see that. It looks like he got beat, and it was just a poor miss from the Kettering player. But in any case, it did not go in, and we are on the break. Campbell, can you do something better with the ball on this attempt? Apparently not. Well, I guess it was better that it didn't end in a goal for Kettering, so good job, I guess. McMahon tries to find Luke Charman, who gets it to Hatfield. Some quick passing play from our players in midfield. Kenyon gets it back up to Ngumbi. What's he going to do with it? He is going to get tackled. They say it was clean. He fell over pretty hard. Wish they had called a penalty, but they didn't. And Kenyon puts in a good tackle, but not good enough, and Storer hits it off of Kenyon. And the clearance was anything but, as we let in a fourth goal of the game. Okay, at the very least, we are changing our formation because Campbell can play in midfield. Kumwenda can play as a playmaker, and we just hope that that spells the end of their scoring, even if it doesn't lead to us scoring ourselves. Let's just wait until this highlight is over and then demand more from the whole lot of them. McMahon puts in a cross wanting to find Ngumbi, but their keeper is able to get a hold of it, and let's just demand more, because I am not seeing anything from anybody that is making me happy. Bywater at least was able to collect that cross and is surveying the field, is able to find Luke Charman with that long bullet of a pass, and Kumwenda, playing as a playmaker for the first time, gets it back to McMahon, who's able to find Ngumbi, and we're able to get one back on him. Can we do anything in these last 15 minutes? Telling him I'm demanding more that infuriates Henry Ngumbi, who is able to get his hat trick. Come on, boys. That's the way we need to play. Not even going to show that, because we really just need to get in and finish off this game. Hatfield holds on it, gets a hold of it, gets it back to McMahon, who gets a cheeky little back heel, and it finds its way back to McMahon, who tries to find Ngumbi once again, who puts it into Hatfield, who is able to score. What is going on in this game? Ngumbi is taking over, putting the entire team on his back and willing us across the finish line. Hatfield gets it into Bird, finds McMahon, who puts in an excellent cross for Ngumbi, who's very unselfish, notices the keeper is not wanting to let him score again, and instead says, Hatfield, get us the game-tying goal. Kenyon wants Charman, and Hatfield, the goal scorer, finds Kumwenda, who puts it over. Oh, that was our chance to score once again. Let's encourage the entire team in these last few minutes of the game. If we just hold on to this tie, I will be as happy as I can be, because just 10 minutes before this point in the match, I was convinced we were going to be completely embarrassed by Kettering. But instead, we have the ball and a chance to have the last kick of the game be a score for Darlington. But I think it would be better if we just wasted this last minute, especially as our own keeper has the ball. But Ngumbi gets tackled very aggressively, and Storer gets a red card. Hold on, everybody. Let's just dribble less, early cross, shoot on sight, pass into space, do something, super attacking, everybody get forward. Let's win this game. There's one last kick. Last kick to rule them all. Take the kick, Kenyon. Take the kick. Let's score. Come on. Campbell, why are you holding on to it? Back to Bird. Oh, I thought that was going in. I had hope. Cam McMahon's... No, that will be full time. Ngumbi, if he's not the man of the match, I don't know what to say. He just needs to be the man of the match. I'm going to go praise him. An 8.9 performance, 3 goals and an assist in our 4-4 draw at Blackwell Meadows against Kettering. I can't say that's a fantastic performance by anybody but Ngumbi. Put my arm around him. You were superb. Fantastic stuff. And that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. Let's take a look at where we're going to be picking back up. I believe I'm going to come back at some point in these last 3 games where really we'll get a clearer idea of what our chances for sneaking into the playoffs are going to be. So tune in tomorrow to find out how this season turns out. And if you enjoyed today's episode, I encourage you to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to join us on our journey to the top.